Hello, I'm Godfinger. I would like to thank those who came and watched my channel today. Today, it is ceramic white 500mm resin that I use after being sponsored by Phrozen after Mega AK. Let's open the box. I know the BASF, which is written here, is a German chemical company. It seems that this resin was made in collaboration with Phrozen. It's 500ml, so it's a small size. Packaging is similar to other resins. Let's open the bottle and check it out. When I looked at the inside of the bottle, the color was milky white. It felt very watery. It's really amazing because it feels like milk. So let's try it out. I'm going to print ultragrade Sinanju in a mini version using this white ceramic resin this time. Right now I'm making a 1/4 scale large ultragrade Sinanju, and I'll modify the modeling a bit and print it out. Thank you again to Baragi, the master of 3D modeling, for your hard work in modifying the modeling. Because Phrozen sent me a 500ml bottle of ceramic white resin, it seems difficult to draw the entire Sinanju with this resin, and I plan to print the rest using a different resin. After printing, I expect it to be this color and shape. Cool, right? Now, let's do a print test with ceramic white resin first. Test output file can be found on the Phrozen website. If you look at the Phrozen homepage, you can see that we are accepting the pre-orders for ceramic white resin. I think the strength of this resin is that it can make mechanical or engineering prototypes. And in the end, because it contains a lot of ceramic ingredients, it can be said that it has all the strengths of ceramic. If you look here, the price of this resin is $99.9 and specs are listed here. The strength is very good and the shape seems to be smooth, but I will give it a try. If you look at the homepage, there are photos printed with ceramic resin like this. I've been thinking about pulling out a cock wheel shape like this, but there are many people who like Gundam on my channel, so I decided to draw Sinanju. So let's download the spec and print it out. Let's test it out with Sonic Mini AK. You can check the datasheet like this on the Phrozen website. After setting, let's open the ceramic white resin and pour it into the print. Wow, it really looks like milk. This is my first time using this resin. Since the quantity is not much, you should save every drop. I'm going to try outputting like this. I'm really looking forward to this output. It tastes just like milk. Printing has started. Let me smell it. Originally, resin have a strong smell, so I shouldn't smell it. But this one has almost no smell. It seems to smell like pottery, but the smell is not strong. The output is now complete. Since the resin is only 500ml, I have to save even a drop. I'll check if it worked. Oh, looks like a success. The bottom exposure time seems to be good enough for this. Let's try hardening using Phrozen's cure. When hardened, it feels like stone. It's really ceramic and has a slightly porcelain feel to it. I think it would be nice to lower the setting of the exposure time a little more. If so, the test seems to have been somewhat successful. This time, I'll try to print it once again with Phrozen Mighty AK and start printing Sinanju in earnest. This is output test with Mighty AK. It seems to be fine if it comes out like this. All the letters came out well, so now I'm going to print it like this. It is convenient to write down the information on this successful test and refer to them when printing. Then I print out as it is with this setting. In this way, I put enough part to fit in one plate of Mighty AK. It's probably Sinanju upper body. Now I'm going to pour all the remaining resin and print it. If I print out this time and fail, that's it. Since there's only one 500ml bottle of resin, I have succeeded at once. I think it might be a bit insufficient to print Sinanju, but I will try it anyway. Then let's start. And the print is finished. It looks like it came out just fine. Let's take it out and take a look. I'm going to tear off the parts. It separates very nicely. I clean it with an ultrasonic cleaner. Let's remove the water and dry it. I'll try to print the rest of Sinanju legs before moving on the next one. In order to make the most of the small amount of resin, I will print with Sonic Mini AK. It only has 2 legs. Shake up the resin remaining in the Mighty AK and put it in the Mini AK. It transfers really well without leaving a drop. Ceramic white resin is definitely much thinner than the other resins. Now, if I press the printing start button on the Sinanju legs, I can't see the printing status because I have to go to work tomorrow. Oh, I'm so worried that printing will stop because the resin is not enough. The output has already started and I can only hope for success. I'll continue to check the output status at home through our cute watchers. The current time is 4:40 in the morning. I can't sleep because I'm worried that my legs output may have failed due to lack of resin. I think I should stop by the studio and check the output status before going to work. In the dark of dawn when everyone is sleeping, I go back to the workshop. This is the road to the studio by driving a heavy body. Yesterday, about 220ml of resin was used to pour out the upper body of Sinanju. If I look at the condition and think that the resin is insufficient, I need to pour a little more of other resin. Come on, please, I'm here. Oh, glad. There is still some resin left and the print is in good condition. I'll check how much resin there is. Oh, I don't know yet if it will be enough. There are 4 hours left until the print is finished. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, so it seems that the output will be finished by 9 a.m. I have to go to work at 8 o'clock. So in the end, I want to be able to see the last print out. First of all, I'll watch until the last work. In my experience, this resin seems to be insufficient. 84% output has been achieved and the time is about 1 hour 40 minutes left. The color is different, but I think it's better than failing to output because it's still not enough. I hope it comes out beautifully, marked with gray and milk color. Mix it well and let it go, hoping that the output will go well until the end, and I'll go to work. I'll put our cute watcher in front and I'll keep watching on my phone elsewhere. Oh, I couldn't see the printed end, no matter how much I look at it with my cell phone. So I asked the Godfinger editor to check it. I was so happy to hear from her that output was a success. I'm so glad. The end was printed with gray resin, but the result was successful in the end. Thank you for confirming the Godfinger's editor. When I arrived at the studio after work and checked it, all 5 printers in the morning printed out all successfully. The 5 part-timer who print out did a perfect job. It feels so good. In particular, the Sinanju leg part which I was worried about because it would be lacking in the resin, is the best. The output was made using almost all the excess volume of Mini AK. In this way, I will harden the selected Sinanju body with the ceramic white resin of Phrozen. Both fan and cure will run for about 30 minutes. These parts are the body of Sinanju printed with Phrozen ceramic white resin. Then, let's start trimming. The part is earnest. I'll remove the support first. Sinanju's head parts are removed more carefully. I will do the same for the other parts. These leg parts are yet to harden. Clearly, this white ceramic resin is much easier to remove supporter before curing. When this resin it hardens like a stone and becomes hard. The resin is definitely hard. For those of you using this resin, I would advise you to remove the supports before curing. Then, let's finish the body like this and see how the other parts were printed. The rest of parts were printed with transparent resin because the resin was not enough to print all of them. I'm going to mix the red paint with clear resin and put it out. It is transparent resin mixed with bright red like this. After warming up the resin with warm wind, I printed out and everything was successful. The parts came out so brilliantly and they fell off the plateware. I'm going to remove the supports right away. The next is cleaning. I printed the rest of the parts one more time with Phrozen Mini AK. The output turned out very well. After removing the supporters of parts of the trimming at once, let's start assembling it. The mini version of this ultra-grade Sinanju was printed for testing, so I didn't divide the parts a lot, but I still have to assemble them. But I designed them all to be passable with magnet. My favorite magnet work. Certainly the ceramic white resin doesn't grind well. It would be really good to use this resin for mechanical parts rather than Gundam output. The filling is just ceramic. It has a moist filling and a hard filling. As it hardens, it becomes very hard, so you have to change it like this. It's hard to grind like this. I think this resin would definitely be good to use in area where post-processing is not required. Now that the trimming and magnet insertion have been completed, let's finally start assembling. Assembly is complete. The milk color of the ceramic and the color of the transparent red go well together. I was worried, but I'm glad the result came out well. So let's end today's video like this. I'll be back with a more useful video next time. Thank you. I'm Godfinger.